Hello everyone, going to do a quick video showing the status of my garden so far. Today is July 30th, 2010. We'll start out in the front yard here with my strawberries. There were 4 plants I planted here early in the spring, and they're coming along quite nicely. They've grown rather well, so I think come next spring we should have a very nice batch of strawberries. Let's go around to the side of the house. You can see my weeping cherry tree along with my 7-bark. I love this little 7-bark tree. Around the side of the house, we've planted cantaloupe. As you can see, cantaloupe have pretty much taken over. They outgrew the tomato cages pretty quickly. I'd say it took about 6 weeks for them to outgrow those, and I just could not keep them contained in the cage. So right now they're just kind of vining out everywhere. As you can see, cantaloupe are starting to form. Got a couple of rather nice ones here. There's actually another couple of nice ones on this one here. I have them on the planks just to take the stress off the vines. But you can see them pretty much all over the place. A couple there. There's one there, a nice one there, rather large one in there, on that plank. So yeah, cantaloupe are looking rather nice. This little homemade trellis here did absolutely nothing. But yeah, cantaloupe. Alright, let's move along to the backyard. First thing you can see are the sunflowers. There's probably about 20 plants there total. I planted them over a 3-week period. I probably did 10, 5, and 5. As you can see, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I don't have any flowers yet, but that tall one's about ready to go. Those are coming along nice. That was kind of fun. Never planted sunflowers before. Second row back, we have a combination of green bell peppers and cayennes. I think I've picked off all of the little bells at the moment. But we can stop at the cayenne peppers and show you these. Those need picked. Those are coming along rather well. But there's about 6 plants there. And you can see the pumpkins. We'll get back to those in a second. Behind me here are tomatoes. They're coming along okay. Not as good as some years, but they're alright. We'll see what happens here come the next month or two. So yes, 6 plants there. Then the next batch is the pumpkin patch. They totally took over. No better way to say it. I didn't know they were going to take over that much. And I even tried trimming them back. I probably have about 6 pumpkins in here. Probably had about 20 of them rot away. But you can see one here. There's a really nice one there. That one's going to be a pretty one if it keeps growing. And there's some on the other side of the patch. But I have 6 mounds in here that I started from. And see, here's one that I don't think it's going to go too much longer. It's kind of green. Anyway, next row back is a row of tomatoes. Once again, not doing as good as what I'd hoped they would. But they're sitting under these big maple trees and oak trees. So I may have to move those out further next year. I thought they would get enough sun. And the last row, I have a couple corn. It was an afterthought I was trying to fill in, and those didn't do anything at all. It was way too late in the season to start them. But behind the corn I have I think 12 pepper plants. And these, you should be able to tell what they are. It's pretty easy to recognize them. Those are habaneros. And I have quite a few in there. So those are coming along rather well. So let's come over to this side of the garden. And you can see the habaneros, tomato plants. And I think next year I'm going to ditch the string and stake idea and go back to cages. Even those $2 cages I think do better than just tying them up to a stake. You can see a couple more pumpkins over here. This one's probably the biggest one I have. You can see my hand up against it. So that one's going to be a pretty nice one. And back to the sunflowers. I've got a couple of long offshoots over here. Pumpkins. I got one little squirt down here. I might just trim this off today and get this sucker out of here. See how big I can grow that little guy. And a little quick pan of the yard. And that's about it for today. So we'll do another update in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.